Hey guys, welcome back to Kellen Time. And I got a new watch in, pretty excited about it. Wanted to unbox it and give you guys a look. What it was, this was what I purchased after I sold the Pogue. I had that yellow dial, yellow resist dial, true Pogue. Just wasn't wearing it. Absolutely love the watch, but I thought that it would be better to go to somebody who would want to wear it. So I found a great buyer, and he was super excited about it. He was all the way down in New Zealand. He got it. It was a watch his dad had, brought back a lot of memories for him. He's loving it. So good story there. I picked up this. Something I haven't done for a while is, what am I drinking? Bam. This is Matchless, another brewery out of Tumwater, Washington, or Olympia, Washington, the capital, Olympia, Washington State. It's a great little brewery down there. This is all fluff. It's a seasonal one that they do, one of my favorites. I haven't been doing the what am I drinking as much, just because I've been doing my videos on Tuesdays. I usually try not to drink during the week, but it hasn't been happening. So anyway, that's what I'm drinking. So here's the new watch, guys. Any guesses? Anybody seen a black box before? You can see that might give it away. That's the MSRP. So this was a Basel 2019 release. It was just about the only watch that I saw that I liked from the Basel release. So I thought, you know what? I had an opportunity to get one. They sold out pretty quickly. Came in two colors. You can kind of see the deal there. Limited edition. Let's take a look. Sorry about that, had to get my dog. So this is a Zodiac limited edition. Comes in a box, in a box, in a box. 3 boxes. Got your little Aerospace GMT booklet and what looks to be a little wipe, cleaning rag, polish rag, microfiber, whatever you want to call it. And then in here, you've got what looks to be how to set it, instruction books, whatnot. So there's some handwriting back here. Oh, that looks to be my warranty handwritten information. So all that being said, let's take a look at the watch. I haven't even seen it yet. I'm super excited. Oh yeah, there it is. Now you can see I went with the black and gray, which I think predominantly more people were interested in they did a bezel that actually came in this color, this Gulf blue. Kind of like if you're into heritage racing, the Gulf petrol livery colors. Also super Zodiac. I think they do the Super Sea Wolf in a color like this with the bezel. So I enjoy it, but it was just a little too unique for me, and I wanted something that I could wear kind of every day. I got rid of the yellow dial watch because I wasn't wearing it, so replacing it with a blue and orange bezel watch seemed like I might be shooting myself in the foot, although I love it. I think that I decided to go this route because I just wanted something that that I knew I'd wear a lot. So you can see it is a remake of an old Zodiac Aerospace GMT, and this bezel color combination, the black with the, some people call it gray, in person, in natural light, it's definitely a gray, but it's got some bluish green hue to it, which is kind of cool. It almost looks like, you know, the color that people will call a faded bezel today. So it's kind of that color. Let's take this wrapping off to get a better idea of what we're working with here. There it is, man. This thing pops in person. So those indices are interesting because they're applied and they're all polished. Like So the loom is actually at the top between the indice and the Rio, or the where the chapter ring would be. So just a tiny bit of loom at the top. It's obviously got a date at the 3. It's got your red GMT hand, and then your other hands, and then let's check out this bezel action. Okay, so it is, what would that be, a 24 click? Yeah, 24 click bezel, which makes it pretty cool that they didn't just use a dive bezel, because I mean, this isn't a dive watch, so you essentially want to be within the hour or within the half hour of every, and it's goes both directions, so bi-directional. So pretty cool. It makes the setting the GMT very easy, because if you can imagine, if you had a 120 click dive bezel, you could, but it would be a little bit tedious to get it in the exact positioning for an hour or half an hour mark, where this is super easy for you to be like, okay, I need to set it back 2 hours. Boom, it's 4 clicks. So I like that. I like that they did that. And then let's see if you can see it here. The bezel looks to have some kind of lacquer over it, because it's definitely shiny. I didn't even read what kind of bezel material it is. I honestly don't even know. I should have probably looked that up before, if it was ceramic. I don't think it's ceramic, but it could be. It's got a nice kind of top hat sapphire crystal with a little bit of dome to it. So it's kind of in between your straight boxed top hat sapphire and then a sloped dome. It's kind of a hybrid in between. Obviously no crown guard there. It's got the signed Zodiac crown, and then the case back just says Aerospace limited edition, and this is 131 out of 182. They only made 182 in each color, so it's a pretty small production run. I feel like 182 is tiny. Like I have a limited edition Seiko. They did like 3,000. I have a limited edition. I have this limited edition Group B that I love. Been wearing a lot. They did a lot more than 182, I think. But so pretty limited in production, and both are sold out. But you can find them. You can find them on the people selling them. And if you're after this colorway, you can get it for right around retail. $16.95 is retail. You can get it right around that. I actually got it from a friend who bought it and then decided he wanted to go a different route. And so because I live in Washington, I would have paid $16.95 plus 10% tax. So I would have been, you add another $170 in tax. So I got it from him for the retail price. So I actually saved myself buying it brand new myself, which was kind of nice. And then I haven't looked at the clasp yet. Flip lock. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Pretty standard. Kind of cool as a cutout there. So nice and solid. It's not stamped. It's milled, which is nice. And then let's take a look at the crown here. So screw down crown, pops out. I assume this is my winding position. So it's hacking. So pulled it out to the furthest position. Obviously, you can change your time. You can see that the GMT hand is connected with the hour hand, so they move together in this position. Let's see if I can do it just. First position, change my date. Yeah. So there you go. Give it a good wind here. And then, sorry, I wasn't able to get this second position, but here's your jumping GMT hour. So this is how you set your GMT hand. You guys can look it up how to set it. Everyone has their own way. But essentially, when you're traveling, you can set your GMT hand in your home time, and then you set the actual time. Well, you would set your actual time to your local time, set your GMT hand to your home time. I probably would go the other way. I'm sorry, I would go that way because I like to know the local time is what I would want to see and read the easiest, which would be what I'm looking at with the regular handset. And then if I want to reference the second time zone, I would do it with the GMT hand. And then technically you could track a third time zone with your bezel. But this is my first GMT, so I'm not a super GMT movement aficionado. I know people really get into them, and there's a lot of different calibers out there that track that you can do a jumping local hour hand or not. So this is an ETA movement. So it's pretty standard. It's the one that most people would have if they have kind of an entry level GMT. So yeah, the winding action is really smooth. I don't feel it. You just feel a little bit of tension, but you don't hear any winding, which is nice. So push it in, screw it down. Yeah, let's give it a shot on the wrist, and then I might wear it for a while and then kind of do like a more in-depth review for you guys. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a quick look. I was super excited to get it, throw it on wrist here. Obviously, bracelet is not sized. So, yeah, pretty cool. 40 diameter, pretty good height. It's just your classic size case. It's going to fit just about everybody. I'll give you better measurements when I get to that, when I give you a full review, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at it. Haven't seen too many actual videos of this watch online yet, so wanted to give you guys a quick look at it. If you've been looking at it, I think so far so good. I love the bezel click action, that they actually made it for a GMT. I love the colors of the bezel. I love the no crown guards. I love the case proportions and size. I will say that the bracelet has a polished center link, so that's one thing to keep in mind. If you like more of a tool watch, this is going to be a little bit of a dressier tool watch, being that the center links are polished, and then you have the polished indices on the dial, the polished hand, so it's got a little bit of bling to it. Appears that the bezel's polished, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Again, that's the Zodiac Aerospace GMT. Pretty exciting, pretty fun. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you haven't